All right, folks, we're here with Columbus band, Betsy Ross. Why don't we go across the couch, starting with you down, and everyone, introduce yourself, give your name to our audience.
Yeah, I'm Skylar Crow. I'm the bassist for Betsy Ross, Charity's little brother.
Hi, I'm Charity Crow. I sing and play guitar for Betsy Ross.
And I'm Dave Wigner. I play drums.
All right, that sounds pretty cool. So what got you guys together? I mean, you guys are siblings, obviously, so of course you mastered your music talent together, but how did you meet Dave here?
I moved to Columbus about 4 or 5 years ago-ish, and was playing solo. My brother moved with me, and when I used to play solo, I would have him come in and kind of be an auxiliary musician and play random stuff with me. And then after a while, he started playing stuff, and we wanted to fill out the sound and make an actual band, and we wanted to get people that we knew would be around. And Dave has been like a faithful friend for years, and we knew that he couldn't avoid us even if he wanted to. So we got Dave in on it, and we've been just kind of going from there.
Sounds great. Kind of a band through friendship and proximity.
Yeah, definitely. I tried to find people that couldn't avoid me. So my brother can't avoid me, and Dave now can't avoid me even if he wants to. I know where he lives.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, I listened to you guys at Urban Artifact. I noticed that you guys have sort of very energetic, sort of powerful sound. So what sort of drove you to that kind of music? Do you have any bands that sort of inspire you, or free spirits?
A lot of the bands that kind of inspire the energy, I think we're all kind of collectively big fans of Modest Mouse, Jack White, in anything that he's done, period. Whether it be, White Stripes or Dead Weather or what have you. Things like that.
Older Incubus.
Older Incubus, Silver Sun Pickups. God, Silver Sun Pickups, what a great band.
And every drummer wants to be Neil Peart. So obviously, Neil Peart is amazing. Drumming for Strike Anywhere, Block Party. I listened to a lot of punk and metal back in the days.
Block Party.
Yeah, right.
I forgot about that Block
Those
Party.
just kind of sneak in, and you just want to be them, so you try to fit it in no matter what the genre. And that's just kind of where drumming comes from.
All right. So, songs you guys have written and done yourselves, are there any of them that you're particularly proud of and subject matter that, really means something to you?
A lot of the songs that we write are all kind of the same subject matter, especially with the last album that we kind of came up with, and leading into this next album that we're working on right now. Pretty much all of it is a lot of similar subject matter. It's girls, and coming from all of our different experiences, I write a lot of the music, but I write a lot of it through the eyes of what I perceive from both of the boys and myself, and different things that I see. But it's all about girls and relationships and whiskey and drinking and bear and stuff like that. And but if there was one song that I could really talk about and really be proud of, it would be the song Gene. That's on the album that we put out, our first album that we put out. The song Gene definitely is a big one for me.
All right. Would you mind telling our audience where they can find, your music, if they wanted to pick up your album, per se?
iTunes, Spotify, at this point it's on Amazon as well as
Bandcamp. If you look up our Facebook, it's on our Facebook. We have links to all the things we just mentioned too. So you can find us. Betsy Ross.
All right. Being a female singer who sings about, relationships with girls and whatnot, does that aspect of your sexuality really come into play very often?
I try to not make it come into play too often. Just because I don't, one of our biggest things, especially when we were first starting out and we didn't have quite the full band that we have now, we were kind of dumbed down with our instruments and things like that. It was kind of hard at the beginning trying to break away from just some lesbian playing guitar and singing songs about girls. I don't like to talk about my sexuality. It's okay, but in interviews and stuff like that, just because it's a pretty, I don't know the word for it. It's a very it's just a human, it's a human feeling that is with anybody, and I don't want anyone to identify it with just being with, a female and a female or anything like that. That's why a lot of the songs aren't even really about me and my stuff. They're about the boys and their stuff.
So I'm sorry, I didn't realize that.
No, it's okay. No, not a sore subject at all. Just. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's jump to the boys for a second. Start with your brother, work our way down to Dave. So what do you feel that you bring to the band, creatively? What do you feel you add on top of everyone else's charisma?
I would say, when we started a couple years ago, it's been 2 years, a little over 2 years. I didn't know how to play the instrument. I'd seen Charity play, and she's played since she was 13. But it was kind of just out of, I'm not doing anything more, I'm gonna buy this bass. And about 3 weeks from buying the bass, we started playing shows, so I didn't have traditional backing on how to play the instrument necessarily. So I kind of just interpreted how I wanted to play it. So as far as what we do, it's more melody-driven bass, more melody-driven than lead bass, rather than just traditional root notes and things like that. It adds for a little bit more energy and tempo, kind of a melancholy vibe to some of the songs. Similar to Joy Division. What's his name? Peter Hook, the bass player from Joy Division. We've kind of been compared to him a little bit.
All right, cool. First, let me say that for just playing for 2 years, your skill's very impressive. Thanks to go. All right, Dave.
I played drums in high school, but I never played drum set. I played marching drums because that was a cool thing to do. And I played indoor drum lines. So I played a lot of instruments, and then Charity had a drum set because someone owed her money and they paid her with a drum set, which that worked out really well for us. So
it worked out well for you.
Right, yeah. Because she's hey, if you buy heads, you can have this drum set and play. I'm I'll buy heads. That's cool. So when Sky started playing bass, I started playing drum set. And actually, when I first started playing, I played on a low tom because I thought it'd be edgy, and it was horrible. So I need to learn how to play drum set. So I learned how to play. And then I guess what I bring is just kind of support, because these guys are really good at shaping dynamics, and even with body language. There's been shows where I can barely hear what either of them are playing, but just body language, and that's why people say we're a good live band to see. I don't know, the presence is there. So I just try to support when it needs to get louder, or bring it down when it needs to get quieter. Just kind of provide some sort of structure throughout the whole thing, with Sky going on lead bass and Charity wailing on guitar and singing very full of emotion. I try to rein it in, I guess.
All right. Now, I'm going to ask this question, and it might sort of be a bit early for your band to know, but do you guys think you're going to try to take this professionally? Do you guys see yourself playing music, into your old age? Yeah?
That's the goal, right? That's the dream.
That is, that's the dream.
We're still babies, We're still in our early stages. We've only been at it for a couple of years. Give it, I'm really excited to see where we'll be in the future,
As far as
we're definitely going to take it as far as we can take it.
All right. One more thing before we take a quick break. You guys, do you have any upcoming tours or anything that you might want to share about?
No tours, a couple shows locally.
Yeah, tours in the works going into 2016, more so, but nothing to report as of right now. Just lots of local stuff. We've got some regional stuff as well, playing around in Cincinnati, Cleveland, definitely some Ohio stuff. If anybody wants to check that out, you can find all of that on our Facebook or anything like that.
Song Kick, yeah.
Song Kick, that'll do it.
All right, get cut. Okay, we're going. Okay, now we're going to be talking about your upcoming EP. Can you share a bit about that?
the upcoming EP, we've got about 3 songs that we're going to put onto that. That are things that, you know, completely unreleased. You know, haven't done any singles or anything like that to date, but it's definitely something that we're really proud of. That kind of exemplifies us getting better at our instruments and getting better at songwriting myself, and kind of putting that all into fruition into these 3 songs that we're really, really proud of.
All right. During our break, Dave, you were telling us a bit about what it's like to be a member of the Columbus music scene.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really cool playing all around because as you play, you really build up like a friend group of other people that are in bands. So like, you go to their shows, you support them. You always have bands that you can like choose from if you need to set up a show really quick. Like we've had a couple instances where we've had like 2 days, and then we're like, hey guys, like, want to jump on a show? Like that'd be really cool. We recently played a benefit show where like we were one of those bands where our friends hit us up and they were like, guys, we have this thing, like we're setting up a show on Friday, do you want to play? And we're like, sure. It's just really cool because you just see all the same people, and it's just a really like supportive community within like the local bands, and you just kind of like find your place, and I don't know, it's good. It's really cool to just like have friends and have it be consistent where you're always playing with good bands that you enjoy.
That's cool. It's nice that you guys have a great little friend group up here of other artists sort of help express yourselves. Do you think that playing with them has helped you guys grow as a band at all?
Playing with bands here in Columbus?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, anywhere you go, there's going to be niches, there's going to be groups, little pockets of people that, you know, are cohesive or are their friends. But I can honestly say in the past 2 years that we've been a band, we've kind of broken down those barriers. We became friends with different genres, different little niches. And it's kind of brought a lot of different people together because we'll have shows where we invite different bands from different niches. The whole scene in general is becoming a little bit more cohesive. I can honestly say 90% of the other bands in Columbus are our friends. We've seen them out, we've played with them, we've hung out with them. So I think that's a pretty cool percentage, being somebody that, you know, plays in a band and is helping to shape the community.
All right. We're going to be going here to, for you guys who are going to volunteer to share a little music with us here in a bit. What songs are you going to be sharing, just for our audience, you know, titles?
We are going to play a song called Gene, which is from our last album that we said is something that I'm really proud of. I think most times when we play, that's kind of like our opening song for the most part. Like it's really kind of in your face and something that definitely gets people's attention. So we're going to play that song. And then we're also going to play another song that is from the new EP that we're working on. That's called What Makes You Tick.
All right. Anything you want to share about the songs before we go to Corn Face?
Nothing too much that I really want to share. It's, as far as the songs go, it's one of the things that we kind of pride ourselves in as a band is that we don't like to drown out a lot of our vocals. We like everything to be very visceral, and I want you to hear every single lyric that's being said, things like that. So not too much to say about it. People can kind of take what they want.
All right. Well, then let's get to it. Let the lyrics speak for themselves and get to playing.
Cool.
Okay.